Lakers Nation, what is going on, guys? So, welcome back to the channel with a new video on this beautiful Monday afternoon special with your loved ones, your family, friends. Hope you guys are having a great day to start it off. Hopefully, you guys had a great weekend, but I'm officially back to posting consistently on my normal schedule. And I know I've been very consistent, like I haven't went a day without uploading until, what was it, like Saturday? But I'm sorry once again. I had like an early, birthday weekend. Obviously, my family couldn't just spend time with me and celebrated this upcoming week. So that's why it was early. And I obviously got back home Sunday night yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was like around 7 p.m. or if not 8 p.m. But I did post a video yesterday involving LeBron James. If you guys want to go check it out, the links will be down in the description. Everything you need to know about your boy, Mr. 81 in Sherfield. So that's my real name. And I was posting that video while I was in the hotel. So I'm sorry if that video quality wasn't the greatest. It might have been poor, like the audio. But like I said, I'm officially back to posting consistently, like grinding. But today specifically, I do want to talk about only one player. And his name is Darius. Bazley. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of him. He's getting better. He's 25 years of age. He's young. He has tons of experience in the NBA, in this league. He's played like 5 years in the NBA, right? But he's playing for, the Los Angeles Lakers Summer League team. And I know the competition just isn't as great as, the pros. And he's played for, the G League and stuff like that. But he's only going to get better from here now. So, yes, the potential. And I just want to talk about how the Lakers might have found the next, hidden gem, if not diamond in the rough. And honestly, my personal opinion, you guys can agree with me or disagree. Just keep respectful in the comment section. I feel like he's just playing himself into, the Lakers team. Like he's trying to make the actual main roster. And this might be a stretch. Hopefully, I'm not overhyping him. But I would just actually sign him to a guaranteed deal. Like, I really don't care what anybody says. Like, I've seen enough in the Summer League. But that's just my personal opinion. Before I get straight into the video in just a second, break it down. Like, don't worry, guys. I got you guys covered. Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button. We're on the road to 4K subs. Like, each of my videos really helps the channel perform a lot. The algorithm grow to push you to a bigger community, and platform to other socials. And make sure you guys follow my socials. The links will be down in the description. I do post Lakers content if you guys want to hit me up. It's your guys' choice. I'm not forcing you, but I'm just letting you know. And also turn on the notification bell because it's very important if you guys want to see my videos. But let's get back into today's video talking about Darius Bazley. I feel like he could be a very good sneaky signing that nobody's really talking about. I know the Lakers really haven't made too much moves this offseason. It's been kind of slow, but at least we got, a center locked up in our rotation, and that is, DeAndre Ayton. Like, I don't care what anybody says. People are going to say, oh, it fell into our lap, Rob Pelinka and stuff like that, this and that. How we got Luka Doncic, around the trade deadline. Might have been like a month before that. And Nico Harrison, shout out to him because he helped the Los Angeles Lakers land him. Obviously, Rob Pelinka still had to do his job and negotiate, but he didn't have to trade Austin Reeves. Initially, I'm pretty sure the report was like Austin Reeves and stuff like that, but they included Anthony Davis. Not like they traded a scrub. Talk about a superstar, and then he traded young player Max Christie, and he gave that first-round pick. But going to the offseason, the Lakers' expectations should be a little bit, higher. I know some people should keep their composure, but after year, it's just been, quite disappointing. But hopefully the Lakers do something, like make moves, because Rob Pelinka doesn't have his work cut out. I know he got extended because of that, Luka Doncic, trade. So Genie Bus gave him that extension. He did make two moves, obviously, signing DeAndre Ayton and then signing a small forward / power forward Jake Relavia on a 2-year deal, roughly, $12 million annually, making around $6 million. But he also got, the whole situation involving LeBron James. I definitely, put the links down in the description if you guys want to go check it out. I did make a video on him yesterday. And like 2 of my last videos were involving, LeBron James. But there's teams that have called him. Obviously you got the Golden State Warriors, the Clippers, the Dallas Mavericks, the New York Knicks. So you got the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm pretty sure I did forget to mention them. But obviously, the rumors, stuff like that, we're not really sure what's true or false. But you pretty much got his agent, Rich Paul, cooking, Ramona Shelburne. And the other guy from, ESPN, that big fat guy, I always forget his name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. And they're just, cooking them. So he's putting, the rumors and, the narratives to bed. But you got LeBron James' wife, Savannah James, talking about how he should retire the next year. But we don't know. The Lakers are really focused on now and also for the future. They're trying to compete at the same time. You got Luka Doncic and LeBron James. But like people are saying, oh, the Cleveland Cavaliers should buy out, not buy out, but they should buy out LeBron James, the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, that's not happening. Just makes no sense. Like, the Lakers can just restructure his contract. Could have took, less money, but it is what it is. He's on our team. Like, he picked up his player option, and the Lakers are trying to free up money until like 2026. Originally it was 2026, but it moved up till 2027. They want a max player alongside Luka Doncic. Obviously, we'll see what happens with Austin Reeves, but wouldn't it make sense if the Lakers are going to want to free up cash space until 2027? Austin Reeves can earn roughly, if not $50 million. Like, I wouldn't pay him that, but he's going to be, testing the market the following offseason 2026. So maybe it gets at least, if not 30 plus or 40 plus $million. So you don't want to hold on to players and have them a long-term, salary or contracts. You get what I'm trying to say. But going back to, the Los Angeles Lakers, there are some needs. Like, they need athleticism. And I honestly feel like Darius Bazley can be like a better Jared Vanderbilt, like offensively, maybe not as good defensively. Obviously, Jared Vanderbilt's athletic. And the biggest concern with this Lakers roster, like, let's just be honest, we have either guys that can defend and can't shoot or can't score. We either have guys that can score and shoot but can't defend. So we have a bunch of, one-way guys. We need more two-way players. And this guy, Darius Bazley, like, is super athletic, like, he create off the dribble. But right now, I'm just going to be honest, like, I'll bring him to, like, a training camp deal, just have another buddy. I know I said that in the beginning of the video, but let's take a look at the first game, California Classic for the Los Angeles Lakers. Obviously, it resulted to a loss against Golden State Warriors, 84-89. So, he came off the bench. He gave you 10 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. He shot, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, poorly from the field, not efficient, 2 of 8. He had, like, 5, personal fouls in 24 minutes. But the second game, the Lakers actually, bounced back. Like, they destroyed the Miami Heat and the California Classic or Cole Arena in Golden State. So, the Lakers won 103-83 against the Miami Heat, nearly like 20 points. Correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm doing the math right. But he had like 16 points, 9 rebounds, 2 personal fouls. He did shoot 1 of 2 from the three-point line, 4 of 6 from the field in 19 minutes. But against the San Antonio Spurs, the Lakers did come back. And shout out to, Dalton Connect. I think that was like his breakout game after he was on a slump like the first 2 games. And I was talking about it highly, where he just needs to get out of his, own way. Maybe he was just playing himself out of the court and trying to take his value because, teams value Dalton Connect. But he had like 25 points, for the Lakers in that breakout game. I'm pretty sure he was hitting clutch shots and threes and stuff like that coming, creating off the dribble. But this guy, Darius Bazley, he had like 27 points coming off the bench, which is very good. Is noticeable. Like, he's raising a lot of people's eyebrows. He had like 2 assists, 1 personal foul. Guess what? How many rebounds he had coming off the bench? 13 freaking rebounds. So that is actually insane. He did shoot 1 of 1 from the three-point line. He shot 8 of 10 from the field, so very efficient in 25 minutes. But against the New Orleans Pelicans, I'm pretty sure Dalton Connect did not play that game. Might have been one of the other games, right? But they won the game against the Pelicans, 94-81. And he was actually inserted into the starting lineup. Darius Bazley, he gave you 12 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 personal fouls, of 13, or actually of 1 from, the three-point. Read the stat line, wrong because I was looking at my notes. But it says of 1 from the three-point line. He did shoot, 4-6 from the field, very efficient in 33 minutes. Now, Darius Bazley, like I said, he's 25 years of age. He's a former, first-round pick back in 2019, 2020. He was a 23rd overall pick by, the Utah Jazz, but his draft rights were then traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder. But he was a high school, prospect who was merging or earning McDonald's All-American honors, and he was a 5-star recruit out of, Princeton High School in Ohio. I'm pretty sure if it's, Cleveland, correct me if I'm wrong, but he did play in the Nike Hoop Summit, and he did bypass his college, at Syracuse. So he's pursued a 1-year, paid internship with New Balance, shoes. So he didn't play college, and then he went to, I believe, the G League and stuff like that. But he was entering the draft instead of, joining the NBA's G League as initially planned. It was more than just internship. He was part of a larger, endorsement deal that could just be worth up at least, if not $14 million, which is actually insane if he reaches certain performance benchmarks. But he was added to the roster when they had, Russell Westbrook, the likes of him, and obviously, PG, Paul George, which is actually insane, but they later, treated those two players away. I just wanted to, mention those guys going back. But let's get into his stats, stuff like that. So he played like 4 seasons with OKC Thunder from 2019, I would say, till like 2022-23 season. He did play roughly 36 games with OKC his last year over there, and then he played for Phoenix the same year, 7 games played, and then he played for the Philadelphia 76ers the 2023-24 season, 3 games, and then the Utah Jazz, 6 games played. So those are the 4 teams he played combined for overall his career, like his stats. Roughly, he did average around 9 points per game. He shot 41.4% from the field on 7.9 attempts, 5.2 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 0.7 blocks, 0.6 steals, my apology. And he shot around 31% from the three-point line, which is not the greatest. He must work on his three-point shot, but it's been much better than ever. 3.2 attempts, and he shot around 67.7% from the free throw line on 2.1 attempts, 237 games played, roughly 118 starts, and playing around 23.4 minutes a night. Now, for, the Philadelphia 76ers, right, and the Utah Jazz, he gave you pretty much 5.3 points per game. He shot 60% from the field, 3.1 rebounds, 0.8 assists. So that's what he just shot. 0.8 blocks, 0.7 steals, and shot horrible from the three-point line, 25% from 3 on 1 attempts per game. And he shot a career high from the free throw line, 83.3% on 1.3 attempts, 9 games played, and playing around 17 minutes a night. So he's 6'9". He's athletic. He weighs about 209 pounds, so he does play the small forward position. He has like a 7-foot wingspan, which is actually insane, and an 8'11" standing reach. So let's break down his game and, pros and cons. So he really has good size, right? Like, he's very athletic. He has defensive potential, capable of guarding multiple positions, 1 through 5. He can slot in at 3 and 5. He has like a high motor, point of attack wing. He does need to improve his 3-point shooter. However, his decision making at times is, a question mark in his, efficiency. But there are questions, obviously, about his offense and if it can translate at the NBA level. So there's a main reason why he was a first-round pick, like high first-round pick, is because of his, defensive potential, his awareness, his intangibles. But he's still raw, and he could really, jump out of the building like very high. So he's a lob threat. Like, it makes perfect sense for Luka Doncic. I'm actually higher than him, than Jackson Hayes, with the 3-point shot. But, you got Trey Jemison on like a 2-way contract. You got Christian Koloko. He's added on the Summer League roster. The last game, I'm pretty sure he had like 21 points. But let's just be honest, he's not going to do that on the main roster. And, he did play for the South Bay Lakers G League affiliate. But, you got Christian Koloko is restricted. So he's probably going to be our, third, if not worse, 4th or 5th big. Correct me if I'm wrong, especially if you do keep Max Kleber and stuff like that. And you got Jackson Hayes. But I would just say I'd much rather, wave at Trey Jemison because he's just not good at all. That's just my personal opinion. Like, I'm not high on him. But this guy's just a better, Jared Vanderbilt, like more athletic. And he also played, I can't even forget, in the NBA G League. He played for the Delaware Bluecoats and then the G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers during the 2023-24 season. So he also participated in the NBA's G League Next Up game during NBA All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis. He gave you like 5, rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal in 12 minutes of action. Bazley's selection to the Next Up game after averaging around 20 points per game, not minutes a night, but he did post 9.8 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 2.6 blocks, and 1.2 steals in 34.2 minutes a night through 24 games between the NBA G League, showcasing 6 games, and the regular season, 18 games played with the Delaware Bluecoats. Basically produced 20.1 points per game, 9.3 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks during the regular season play, making him the only NBA G League player with such averages into the 2023-24 season. His campaign with the Blue Coats included 38 points, 15 of shooting, 24 from the field, very efficient, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists performance on February 13th against the Long Island one of his, team best 11 double-double on the year. But he also played in China overseas. He signed with the Guangdong Southern Tigers of, Chinese Basketball Association, CBA. After his stint with the Utah Jazz, he joined the team for the 2024-25, season, but he did average around 12.7 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.8 blocks, 0.9 steals, played around 33, games. He shot 47.7% from the field, 34.7% from the three-point line, and 65.3% from the, free throw line. So you guys should, pump your brakes. Like, I don't want to put too much, stock in, not stock, but like, I don't want to sell him, overhype him, but that's what we should do. I don't know why I'm having a hard time, speaking, but he's a player that just makes perfect sense, especially if the Lakers do, make a trade or two. We'll see, because the Lakers need to fill out roster, spots. So that's, the good thing about it, especially if you do make some trades. But the Lakers, maybe they, sign him, you go get like a Bradley Beal or maybe a DeAnthony Melton. But first off, the Lakers, they're probably going to have to throw in, a salary filler, maybe add in like Max O'Keefe, because he's expired. Like, they're not going to want him for who he is as a player, but maybe for his contract, because that's really, valuable. You got Gabe Vincent. So if you guys do that, then I'm pretty sure the Lakers would have, the full buy-in exception worth about $5.2 million. So Lakers fans and NBA fans in general, you guys really let me know in the comment section how do you guys feel about today's breakdown and my video. Do you guys like it? Just once again, voice your opinions, and make sure you guys follow my socials. The links will be down in the description. Everything you need to know about your boy, Mr. 81, Trevor Fields, will be down in the description. And I cannot forget, I'll definitely shout you guys out in my next video, maybe today, or like I did last video, pin your username in the comment section and stuff like that. But yeah, man, let me know in the comment section if there's any videos of mine you guys want to see me talk about. Just drop it down in the comment section and just list the names. And yeah, man, I'm out of here. Peace. Cheers.